Well, hello and welcome, world, to our Invisible Children YouTube interview. I'm so excited that this actually could be put on today. And since it's such a groundbreaking event, I thought I'd dress a little more casually. So, we've had thousands and thousands of people sending in their video submissions, and we picked out the best, and we want to show you what they are and answer all your questions. So let's quickly get to the start. Number 1. Yo, what's up, internet world? It's Stan coming at ya. I'm out here on the beaches in Venice. Oh, man. Hey, and don't worry. It's not real, man. It's not real. Anyways, to the question. What is Invisible Children doing to support the kids in Uganda? And how can we really be sure that that money's going to them and not to the man? I'm just kidding, I'm not like that. Okay, rock on, world. Oh, well, thank you, Stan. Very, very creative. And, in fact, the Invisible Children organization has been together since 2003, so it is very established with a full infrastructure of people, with a CEO and his full business. It is completely legit. Also, every year they document all of their financial earnings and all their charity donations, and they place it on their website, invisiblechildren.com. I cannot stress enough, invisiblechildren.com. So you can always go there and see the financial records and also try to donate. Alright, thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm Ben from Campbellville. Why does this Joseph Kony guy hate the government? Because if you want to, I can deal with him.
Well, Ben, I do not think that'll be necessary, but in response to your question, coming straight from the invisiblechildren.com website, the war in northern Uganda has been called the most neglected humanitarian emergency in the world today. For the past 21 years, the Lord's Resistance Army, or LRA, and the Ugandan government have been waging a war that has left nearly 2 million innocent people caught in the middle. The Ugandan government has failed to protect its civilians and from the rebel militia that has murdered mothers and buried the young, leaving an entire generation of youth that has never known peace. The LRA movement can be traced back to a woman named Alice Lakwana. In the 1980s, Lakwana believed that the Holy Spirit spoke to her and ordered her to overthrow the Ugandan government for being unjust to the Akoli. Lakwana and her followers, known as the Holy Spirit movement, gained momentum as resentment towards the government increased. When Lakwana was exiled and no clear leader of the movement was left, Joseph Kony, who claimed to be Lakwana's cousin, which is very much not for sure, he took control and transformed Lakwana's army into the LRA. And Kony's LRA was much more extreme in their views. They couldn't forcefully send an army after the Ugandan government, so they began abducting children and putting them into the army. And now it is estimated that 90%, yes, that is 9 out of 10 of the soldiers in the rebel army are children. It's disgusting. Next question. Oh, bonjour de France! I am Pascal, and I have a two-part question. 1. What is the Ugandan government doing to help the children of Uganda? Are they helping the situation, as you say? And 2, what are your North American governments doing to help the conflict as well? Thank you, America. Oh, well, thank you, Pascal. It's great to have an international viewer on the show. And in response to your first question, the Ugandan government has really dropped the ball in the situation with their people. In 1996, as a response to the LRA attacks on the villages, the Ugandan government even took their people out of the villages. Like, they forcefully evicted thousands of people and relocated them overcrowded camps in hopes to provide protection. But these camps are subject to poverty, rampant disease, and starvation. So they can do better. However, we have some hope on our side of the world. In more recent years, more international attention has been given to this crisis. Starting in about 2001, the U.S. passed the U.S. Patriot Act, which labeled the LRA as a terrorist group. In 2004, Congress passed the Northern Uganda Crisis Response Act, the first piece of American legislation to address the disaster. And in the year 2005, the ICC, or International Criminal Court, has issued warrants for Joseph Kony and his top commanders. So this means that the international community is trying to bring peace to Uganda.
Hello, my name's Ingi and I'm 12 years old. My question is, what is the mental health state of the Ugandan people?
Wow, that's a very astute question from a young lady. Thank you, Ingrid. And in response to your question, the psychiatric state of the Ugandan people has been well documented, including in the movie Invisible Children, right here. The really way to say it is these people have lived with war their entire lives, and most, if not most, have been forced to kill or to be seeing killing and death everywhere. So there is very large concern about the mental state of the Ugandan people, but I don't want to give too much away from the movie. It documented it pretty in depth, so I want you to wait until 2009 until you can watch it, okay? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tina. I am a mother of 3 young children. I'm just wondering if this movie would be appropriate for my children to view.
Thank you for your question, Tina. I'm sure that's a big issue on many mothers in the country. They want to show their children about this atrocity, but they don't want to get too graphic or violent in the doing so. So I think the best thing to do is to watch the Invisible Children movie yourself first before you let your children see it. It has not been rated, and although it's a very clean movie, there are some parts that are a little graphic. There is a chicken who has its head cut off, and it shows children with machete wounds and raped women, so you might want to watch the movie first and sift through what you think your children should watch. I think that should be left in the hands of every mother to make their own choice. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kyle. I'm from Waterdown. What can we do to help?
A boy from my hometown, I like that. But Kyle, all you really gotta do to help out the Invisible Children is become active. I don't want you just to sit around and think about doing something. I want you to go and do something. The Invisible Children are big on hosting events and all the concerts, barbecues, anything. As long as you're raising awareness, or even money if you want, towards the Invisible Children cause. You can find out ways to do this on invisiblechildren.com, which is another great place to go to donate. I actually have a few friends who have hosted benefit concerts before, just off the whim, to help the Invisible Children. So just get outside, make people know what you're doing, and raise a little bit of money, and these kids will have a much better life. And that's the end of our question period. I must thank you everyone who sent in the questions, even if they did not get answered today. I will always be around on radio stations, and you can always call in when I'm around. And don't forget, May 23rd, go to your local university or college and join in on the campaign. Join in on the fight against the LRA and the atrocities that have happened in Uganda. Thank you.